box now. We can see your presentation.
Ah, really?
Yes.
Okay.
So just put it in full screen.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Thank you very much. I present myself. I'm Sana bin Ismail. I'm a marine scientist at the Marine Environment Laboratory at the National Institute and Marine Science and Technologies in Tunisia. I'm glad to be with you today, and thank again Emira and all the team of Arab Atomic Energy and the International Atomic Energy Agency for allowing us these wonderful webinars to share our experience. So I will present today a New Tech Plastics is an initiative of the agency, named Nuclear Technology of Controlling Plastic Pollution. And here I will represent more the New Tech Plastic Africa, as I'm a national counterpart on behalf of Tunisia in this initiative. So to start, we would speak about this global environmental crisis, which is the plastic pollution. And some facts that we need to all know that this plastic is one of the great inventions of the 20th century. Since 1950, approximately 9 billion tons of plastic have been produced, but only 9% is recycled. By 2020, the global mass of plastic produced exceeds the biomass of all terrestrial and marine animals combined. Every year, problem increases. The annual plastic production is always rising, so normally now it's 353 million tons in 2022. Now I'm not... but it will be more, so it's equivalent to the weight of the entire human population. About 14 million tons of plastic waste end up in the ocean each year. And projections indicate that by 2050, there will be more plastic in the ocean than fish. And here I share with you a graph that shows the increase of the global crisis of the plastic pollution and the production of the plastic since 1950 to 2018. So now the global, the United Nations reports and all the agency working on environmental estimates that every minute we dump a truckload of 10 tons of plastic waste in the sea. So the sea is really impacted by this pollution. And it's increased all the coastal ecosystems and as we are human beings using more the coastal parts of the ocean, so these coastal areas becomes most vulnerable. So for that reason, since 2016, we start at the National Institute of Marine Science to deal with this problem. And here I show that this data produced by also the agency in the Eastern Tropical Pacific about the amount of microplastic in 2100, so in the next century. And the amounts are going from 1 to thirds, so it's very important to deal with this problematics. So for the biota, it was, and for human beings, many research work showed that microplastics are present in water in fish and in different species of fish, and could arrive at our plates by different way. And we are on the Mediterranean, so the problem is most amplified, because it's a small area and accumulated zone, because it faces many impacts. Here I show some results of the modeling, and we show here that on Tunisia, in the north of Tunisia, there is accumulation of microplastic coming from Italy, France, and from the Oriental Mediterranean. So as I say, at UNSTM, we conduct many research programs since 2016 to understand the amount of microplastic pollution, to set protocols of monitoring in the sea and on the biota. So I coordinate many projects, but also other projects are coordinated by colleagues. This project is Anti-Seed 1 and 2 that starts since 2017 and ends in 2021. And it was working on the indicator on the marine turtle that are also very impacted by the plastic pollution. Also cleaning litter by developing and applying innovative methods in European Sea, Claim H2020 project, that we work on the Gulf of Gabes, and I am the principal investigator of this project. So we publish a paper on the marine plastic pollution in the Gulf of Gabes by 2022, and we compare with other zones in the Mediterranean Sea by modeling. After common project, it's a coastal management and monitoring network for fighting against marine litter in the Mediterranean, comes and starts in 2019 until March 2023. And I am also coordinator of this project, and we could do more than 16 monitoring campaigns along Tunisian coast, and especially in Monastir area, and we generate a collection of more than 55,000 marine debris in our coastal area. Many papers are published about this work, and we conduct after a project on the fostering of the transfer of knowledge to combat marine waste in the Mediterranean by integrating ecosystem-based management with integrated coastal zone management. And it was focused on the training and the transfer of knowledge, and also some assessment and to prevention and mitigation with the policymakers. In 2021, the New Tech Plastic Initiative was launched with aim of helping to control the global plastic pollution. And I'm glad that I was invited to contribute to the New Tech Plastic Africa. So this initiative with the agency have 3 actions. The first action is implementation of activities for assessment and planning and establishing of pilot plans for plastic waste recycling. Action 2, marine microplastic monitoring and assessment, and I'm concerned by this action, marine microplastic monitoring and assessment. The third action will be New Tech Plastics outreach and partnership building. So the motivation is that we need to assess the impact of the microplastic on the marine spaces and filling gaps in the knowledge of solution to inform policies, providing training and capacity building to all the EAA member states. I'm a physical oceanographer, so as physical oceanographer, we deal with this big gyre in all the ocean. So the new plastic is very global. It's in the 3 continents. But for Africa, we still at the stage 1, which is the scientific knowledge and method development, but all the initiatives have many stages that I will show you, but it will not concern all the part of our project now, RAPTEN in the division of Africa. So the stage 1, as I say, is the scientific knowledge and method development. Stage 2, transfer of knowledge, capacity building. Stage 3, establishment of a reference laboratory at the national, at the environmental laboratory in Monaco. And finally, building a network of laboratories. So to be short, so we have 15 normally a laboratory worldwide located in all 4 regions by 2026. This is the main objective. So now as a scientific knowledge and method development and monitoring plastic pollution, we are organizing with the support of the agency training in Tunisia. It will be held next 2 weeks in my laboratory to deal with the protocols and method to quantify and analyze microplastic in the sand beach and the surface water. So the deal is to harmonize methods and to provide standard protocols for the member states that can be used worldwide. So here are some of the material that we need to assess and to these nuclear techniques that we apply to identify plastic in the sea and water. And we need FTIR and stereo microscope and some other methods from infrared techniques to characterize the polymers. So the stage 2, and we start this in Egypt meeting last year, harmonization of the protocols. And now we will validate this protocol with the training. Stage 3, it's more for the development of reference laboratory in Marine Environment Laboratory in Monaco. And the stage 4, as I say, is to build a network of laboratory at a global way. So now we have a total 68 labs, and we have 42 labs interested, and more. We have many labs here in Africa. So more than 14 African countries are in the NUTEC Africa division. So this is more technical. So for the global marine plastic monitoring network, we need some steps, and now we are at the lab steps in red. So to the characterization and the identification of the plastic from 5 millimeter to 0.2 millimeter. And the other steps are needs more other techniques and capacity. So here it's another step of when we could implement the data and the protocol at the laboratory, we could have the capacity to sediment dating capability and use to use some alpha analysis to conduct some quantification of the history of the plastic in the regions. Will be very support to regional support centers, and this is a very advanced steps of the project. Thank you for your attention, and thank you. I hope I was not so.
Thank you, Professor Sanat, for this very, very interesting presentation. And as you said at the beginning, that in 2015 it will